These are donkeys. They beg for food. They're almost like a pigeon or something, like a dog at the table. They really do want you to feed them. It's pretty interesting. Those come right up to the car like that. What do you have to say to all the loyal fans, bud? Huh? It's surprising how fast the blue corn is catching up with the gem glass corn, and how much better it's doing than even the. I have the sweet corn even in some potting soil, some top-notch potting soil. Everything I'm doing for it right, even some shade, it still can't keep up with the blue corn or gem glass corn here at all. They just have a better root system, more acclimated, especially the blue corn. I am just surprised at how fast it's really just catching up. I have basically almost 75% native soil with this corn here right now. So it just makes me think that actually the Indian corn, the native corn, the native state here, another it what they used to do is they used to just use the monsoon rain, and they used to just put it really deep and have that one big rain kind of flood out, slowly drain into the soil, and then it would have a long tap root, and it would just keep drinking that the whole entire time. That's what it used to grow. So I don't think I'm that good with things that as far as my gardening skills compared to the native people that used to live here, but I'm getting there with it. And definitely the blue corn so far is a step ahead of every other corn I've tried in the desert so far. And honestly, as far as in the summer, the only thing that I've found does any better than the blue corn is probably the watermelons. I'm also doing a lot of squash. So they basically go squash, corn, and some bush beans are doing okay, and they're kind of growing up in here, but not a lot. The bush beans didn't do as well as I would have hoped. But they're growing up in there, trying to do the whole Three Sisters program. And honestly, it's working really well. Even the squash by itself, especially like in a trench where it's really shallow, like, and it just goes in. So basically, imagine like a wedge going in, so all the water stays in there, and it goes long. I planted in really, really tight. The whole thing grows over. You can see over here in the corner, and it really just almost like it's its own natural moss. Like it just really shades itself out really well. So I'm really happy with that. I tried cross pollinating a, one of my squash with a jack o' lantern, and as far as I could read up on, it really does create some crazy hybrid fruit. I mean, not fruit, but vegetable. You know what I mean? And it should be pretty cool. I don't know what you would call it, a squash a lantern or something, but I have one that looks like it's successfully pollinated. So it itself will grow out to be a normal squash. We're putting in some bell peppers, jalapenos, habaneros come up. I haven't had any bell pepper seeds come up, so I went down and bought it from the store. Have some sugar babies. This right here is a female flower. It looks like a little watermelon underneath. You see that? And there's going to be a flower that's going to pop up the top. This is a male flower. Nothing's going to pop up right there. It's just going to be just a regular stem underneath. Now what you do here is you wait for this bad boy to open up and this one to open at the same time. Take this, you touch it on there, at the end of there, and you pollinate these. You can hand pollinate them like that. Each one of these represents a watermelon that's going to pop up. Now, if they don't get pollinated, what's going to end up happening here is it'll just shrivel up like this. It's going to end up doing nothing for you. We have another we have cucumbers growing underneath. Now these cucumbers right here, what I have going on here is, if you notice, these are big wide leaves that are growing, and what that's doing here is it's shading out all the soil underneath. Now this has a little bit of moisture underneath there. It's a little bit of a darker color. You can still see it. Now I haven't watered today at all, so what that's doing here is it's shading everything out, even in the evening sun, allowing this to still have something to drink, allowing this soil not to get really hot, because it gets really hot that you can't even walk out here. And that's super important to actually have that basically almost like a bolt stem growing on top here. Oh, he got caught up in the net over here. You want to come right now? now is, okay, is this a rattlesnake? And how are we going to go ahead and figure it out? First, see how round that head is? Okay, it's like a round shape, and it would be like a diamond almost. You can really see. We'll put an image up on the screen for you guys to really see the difference between a rattlesnake. Okay, and also look, see that? That ain't no rattlesnake tail. That's just a regular tail. Okay, regular tail. Okay. Okay, now we got to figure out how to get him out of the middle here. You can tell it's not a rattlesnake. First, by the head. Second, by the tail. Third, by the diameter. It's a very thin snake. You can tell all these things is a regular gopher snake. So he's over here eating the lizards, the mice, the bugs, all that jazz over here. And I don't mind him doing that because I don't like those things over here. We're going to let him go back.